Welcome back to the talk show with Muneer Al-Wafa. നമ്മുടെ ജീവിതത്തിൽ നമുക്ക് ഏറ്റവും പ്രിയപ്പെട്ടത് എന്താണെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ നമ്മൾ പറയും നമ്മുടെ കുട്ടികളാണ്. വൈ ഡു വി ലിവ്? നമ്മൾ എന്തിനാണ് ജീവിക്കുന്നത് വെച്ചാൽ നമ്മുടെ മക്കൾക്ക് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ്, അവരുടെ ഭാവിയാണ്, അവരുടെ എല്ലാം അങ്ങനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ പറയുക. അങ്ങനെ ഇന്ന് എൻ്റെ കൂടെ ഉള്ളത് ഒരു കൊച്ചു മിടുക്കനാണ്, സാലെ അമീൻ. Sellu, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good.
Today, my father asked me to come on the show a few days back, and I decided why not, because I want to share my perspective of how I view the world and how I think of everyone around me, how I think of everything around me. Because adults, they don't have the full filter, or they have a filter. They grow up with a filter. They see everything and they put a grain of salt on it. But me as a child, I'm growing up full raw. I see everything with the full colors.
You're blaming the adults now?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just saying I see full raw. I see the true colors. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna add a grain of salt. I'm just gonna tell the truth for what it is.
Okay.
So as a child, I want to share that perspective.
Okay, tell me about yourself.
I'm a simple child. I would say I'm pretty gifted for my age, and I'm into chess, football, many hobbies, and I would say that I'm a bit different from how other children would also view.
Like what?
Like as in, I would think more complicatedly, even if it's useless. Just because that's my way. I will never refrain from doing what's my way.
What is your way?
My way is understanding the reason behind every single thing I want to find out. So, if I randomly think, what is this? How did this table get manufactured? I would go on Google. I will spend the next 6 hours researching how this table got manufactured, everything about it. It's a very weird way, but it's my way, and I'll stick to my principles.
Okay. See, now every single child is addicted to the devices, and they go behind computer games and tabs and YouTubes and whatnot. And what do you think? Is it the right way to grow the kids?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How do you spend your time enjoying or getting entertained if you're unable to go outside, unable to always just drive to your friend's house, unable to go wherever you want, unable to do much, and you have to stay home most of the time? How would you spend your time? Don't say read a book or anything.
Okay, I don't.
Be honest.
I'm being honest. I'll watch TV, Netflix, Amazon, or something like that. Or I would go for my mobile and I would do something like communication.
That's not a bad thing. Everyone has their own enjoyment. It's different for everyone. But for a child, they don't have much to do, so they find what's easiest for them, and they use that. They may play, do a lot. They may play for a long time, but it's what interests them. It's what entertains them. It's what's helping them go through childhood. Childhood is very rough for them because they are not even understand. They don't. Most of the time, children my age, they don't even understand what they're supposed to do. And as soon as they turn 13, going through puberty, they have to go through many things. They're very confused in life, right? So they try to block out all of that while trying to play games or just to entertain themselves. Maybe they might play while going outside. Many children do, but overall it's just to entertain themselves, because what's life without entertainment?
See, in our age, when I was a kid, I was playing outside. I was, very active in the fields, and I mean, many things that we are doing. But nowadays, kids are normally they really tend to sit at home, and using the fingers to play, around, and that's what they do.
Can you name one thing from back in your age that's the same currently? Exact same that's to today?
I don't remember.
Nothing. Everything's changing. It's a new age, it's a new era. It's probably 20 years, 30 years since your age, so everything's gonna change, Growth is very quick nowadays, and of course everything we see in our eyes. This computer wouldn't have been there in your age. This phone would have been there in your age. This microphone, this TV, this color screen wouldn't have been there in your age. But it's called growth, development, and through this internet, this beautiful internet, the kids everywhere can learn about whatever they need to. Remember when I told you I question everything around me? What did I say about this table? If I want to find out where it's from, I spend 6 hours on the internet searching about how tables are made, exactly how they cut it, exactly how they do this. Because if I have a question, I can go to the internet. It's a beautiful place because I can answer most of my queries. And if I can't answer most of my queries on the internet, probably no one else can answer them for me except myself.
Okay. And how about the school life? Like,
The school life, it's most children my age, either they find difficulty in school or they find school unpractical. That's not insulting the teachers, and they work hard and all, but the problem is many children my age, that's the thing, everything from your age evolved into today except schools. They didn't evolve with us. So we learn everything from the internet, yet the schools, they're teaching us the same thing we learned probably a few years back from the internet. Let's take example today. My SST teacher taught me about who created the Mona Lisa, the Renaissance and everything. I learned that back 2 years back. I was wondering who created the Mona Lisa. I was wondering about the Renaissance. I searched online. I found out the answer and I delved very deep into it. And I got into geography, history, everything. You can ask me a geography question, I would be able to answer as well. Like that. That's how powerful the internet is. It can shape young minds like me into being brilliant people when we
now,
grow
all
up.
the children are not like you. You know, they have many capacities and they have many disabilities and abilities. They have limitations. You know, how can you compare with those students and who don't, who has to come to school and learn things and mingle with the students?
That's the thing. That's how they handle it. They'll handle it in their own way. So, for example, in the new age, if the schools also evolved, they could help students who are having disabilities or they're wondering they're having problems in certain subjects, and they can help people who are already very smart in the subjects, right? So they should adapt to everyone. That's the thing. So I'm not saying everyone can be like me. Maybe some people have more capacity than me or lower capacity than me, obviously. But the thing, they'll handle it their own way. I'm handling it my own way because I had help from the internet. I don't need this.
Sure.
But they might handle it their own way through their own way of searching with their parents. They can talk with their parents. They can talk with their friends. They have to be open with everyone around them, and then only they can understand how to manage their learning, their education, and their entire environment to better themselves and go for their dreams.
The physical activity is normally basically for the kids. It helps them to grow faster, more efficient.
Very much.
And the blood circulation will be much faster to give them energy or something like that. Or what do you think about it?
I don't want to pull up any. I don't want to say anything mean, but do not pull up random facts from Instagram or Facebook. The blood circulation go faster and anything. Of course, playing sports, going outside, this is very good for children, but don't pull some facts because you will never know if they're real or fake, You can't confirm them, and this is live TV. You can't just blurt them out. So, sports like football, cricket, many things, they involve a lot of running. Of course, they can get you injured, but the thing parents don't notice is when they were their age, there's only one thing that hasn't changed: sports. And how you grow from it. You may get injured sometimes, but you always fall down, but you have to get back up. You have to practice, and you will better yourself, your mind, your physical, everything. For example, I play chess to better my mind, but I also play football very often, and I'm very skilled in it. I used to be terrible at it, absolutely terrible, only a year ago. But I practiced every single day in my room. You would hear those banging noises, that is me. And I would practice now in the balcony, everywhere. I would go out, practice. And then I got very skilled at it, obviously. Same thing with chess. And that's how I'm trying to gain more ability in what I want to do. That's the thing about children. A normal human, it would take 10,000 hours. This is a study done online. The scientist, I don't remember his name, but there was a study done to master something completely. The maximum it would take was 10,000 hours. Anything in the world, if you want to master it, 10,000 hours is the maximum you need to master it. But for a child, way less. A child, they can master something instantly. And with the internet, basically no need at all. I didn't even know how the rules of football a few years back. And now I'm very mastered in it very easily.
Who's your favorite football player?
Messi.
Messi? Why Messi? What is how Messi became the real Messi?
Can I explain to you a story about how he got in the World Cup final 2014? In 2014, he made his average Argentina team go to the World Cup final against Germany. He tried his hardest. He got the best player award in the World Cup, everything. But in the end, Mario Götze scores a winner in the World Cup final. He lost the World Cup final. Then again in 2022, he reaches the World Cup final against France. We all know what happened.
Yes.
So that mentality of never giving up, he thought of retiring from football completely a few years back. If he did, he wouldn't have won his World Cup, nothing, right? He wouldn't have won his World Cup, Ballon d'Or, anything. But the way he didn't back down, or the way he himself has cemented his legacy in football as the greatest player of all time, it's inspiring to me, obviously.
Okay. And what other things inspires you to be yourself?
Myself, I inspire myself.
Okay.
That's what people don't notice nowadays. This is something I do differently. That I wanted to tell on the show, but I felt like it might be a bit mean, but I'll say it a bit sugarcoated.
Okay.
I don't take inspiration from anyone. I don't like celebrities. So when I see let me explain. Sorry, my father. I see my father always going up to interview people. He always tells me, meet this person, he's famous. Meet that person, he's famous. But I always think in my mind. I tell him personally. He tells me not to tell this to them in person. But I tell him that they should be wanting to meet me. I don't want to meet them. They should be wanting to meet me. I'll create my own.
Is it not something
Even
overconfidence?
Now, of course, it's overconfidence, but there's never too much confidence unless that confidence is making an action you'll regret. Even in the backstages, one of the guys, they call me Muneer Jr. I said, don't call me my father's name, I'll make my own name instead.
Oh my God.
It's a bit dramatic, of course, but still, I was just pulling their legs. But it's kind of like my mentality. I want to inspire myself to be better, because my style is unlike many other kids on this planet. Very few people have what I do, so I have to use that to my advantage, and I have to be confident in myself.
What is your ambition?
My ambition, many things, many things.
Like,
Because since I have many ambitions, I know I'm going to achieve one of them soon, right? I can be a footballer, a chess player, a president, whatever. Whatever is working out for me in that situation I'm going for. We all have ambitions as children. We don't achieve all of them, but we go for, when we grow up, and our ambitions grow up with us. We get new ambitions. And through that, you maybe as a child you want to be a cricket player. Now you're a businessman and you're even happier than you would have been as a cricket player. Same thing with me. I don't know exactly what my ambition would be, but I know it's going to be a very skillful. Now all I want to do is I want to impact the world in a positive way.
okay, I heard one of your speeches at a competition, like you want to be a speaker.
Honestly, full honest, I told in the beginning, I'm going to be completely honest. Since I'm a child, I see everything wrong, full honest. I said that just for other people who wanted to be.
Look at them.
I said that because other kids who wanted to be speakers, I just gave them a voice. But me personally, I don't really want to mainly become a speaker. Of course I'll speak often, because since when I'll be famous, everyone will want me to speak. Mm-hmm. But obviously, I'm not going to be a main speaker. Maybe I will, who knows, but I'm not going to be a main speaker. Of course I'm going to be something which has a position which people want me to speak. Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to be like a main speaker.
If I ask you what motivates you, what is the main reason or the motive behind to become a speaker in the world?
If a kid wanted to become a speaker, I would say their main motive was to help people understand what they're going through. Many people in life very confused. This situation, I can't say I've been through it because I'm still a child. Obviously, yeah. I haven't grown up yet. But many people, many adults, your age, people younger than you, people older than you, they're still wondering where they are in life, what they're supposed to do in life. So a speaker can give them a voice.
Okay.
So a speaker can help them go through their problems, but a speaker can help them go through whatever they're trying to go through, and in the end come out on top.
Okay, you are you believe in science, right?
Yeah.
Leave it.
Okay.
You believe in science.
Yeah.
Who is your idol in the scientific world? Look at the camera.
There's many people, but
Einstein? No?
Einstein was a physics guy. I'm not a physics guy.
Okay, who are you then?
Myself.
Why you are not wearing suit, boot, coat, something, and putting your hairs
As I told you, I'm being raw today. I'm not putting on a coat. I'm not putting on a filter. I'm being raw. I'm telling the truth for what it is. So, and people need to handle that. While they may be surprised, but that's how you should live life. You should be raw. You should speak the truth. You should speak wrong when it's wrong. Speak right when it's right.
Okay, how you think that parents are involving, in influencing the kids nowadays?
I think honestly, to be completely completely honest, parents are not influencing kids as much in these days. Kids are going off in their own. They're doing their own thing because right now sometimes even certain parents are not able to teach the children what they need to learn. Right. So if a kid wants to be a businessman when he grows up, maybe the parent might teach him how to be a doctor. So they don't align properly. So the kid goes off on his own. He goes to the internet. He does everything. He learns on his own. For example, in my situation, my parents love me very much and they want to help me, but they're also very busy. That's also certain because they have 4 children and they're unable to always be together. So you, everyone, you guys are always busy. So most of the time I'm left alone. But through that, I'm learning myself. Because I'm giving the freedom to learn by myself, I've learned stuff that I'm very happy to have learned because I would have learned it in like grade 10, grade 9. But I'm happy because I had the freedom to learn it earlier. So sometimes parents should just give the children their freedom to learn by themselves. And I'm not saying as if like you should go to a child, give them a device, only let them go to Google search, only let them Google search. Entertainment and capacity, it's all a part of a child. Which obviously children aren't perfect, but they're learning and they're also having capacity. They want to entertain themselves. They want to grow by themselves.
I haven't seen you reading books at home for academics. And how do you manage your academics at school?
My academics at school, I get good grades when I'm present, and when I'm absent, obviously I can't do much. But yeah, you're nodding.
Okay.
But I don't read. I don't read books often because I already know what I need to know. That's why I get good grades in my papers or my cards. But if I'm absent, I can't do much.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. So I get good grades when I need to be there because I learned it before. And most of the time in my school, I won't disclose it, but most of the time in my school, they teach the same thing multiple times. Change school.
How about your friends?
Huh?
How about your friends?
My friends,
How they are with you?
everyone in my class, everyone in my grade, they know me and they trust me because I have no use for making people go down for my own sake because I'm already having my own sake.
If I ask you something,
I made myself
you
a name.
said, history, geography, stuff like that.
Yes.
If I ask you a question like, who was Gorbachev?
Okay, not history. Now choose
Okay.
geography.
Who was Gorbachev?
Gorbachev is USSR, a person from the USSR who helped take down the USSR in the end in 1991.
Okay.
Now you ask a geography question. My history is not very well, but my
what is
geography.
the capital of Brazil?
Sao Paulo.
And what are the Scandinavian countries?
Norway, Iceland, Finland, and Sweden.
Who is the largest, country in the world?
Russia.
What is the smallest country in the world?
Vatican City.
And what else I should ask you? Germany's capital?
Berlin.
Okay.
Come on, some hard
And
questions.
where is what is it?
Papua New Guinea.
Properly. People are.
Where's Papua New Guinea?
Yeah, where is that? And
It's in Oceania, bordering New Zealand and next to Russia. I'm not to Australia, sorry, next to Australia.
okay. And what are the 3 North American countries?
There's many North American countries because you didn't count like the southern North American countries. So then, of course, there's America, Canada, Mexico, but there's also like people, the ones that are down like Guatemala, Costa Rica, and more.
Okay. What is the speciality of Venezuela?
Venezuela, they're hyperinflation. The 1 dirham over here would be maybe 1 billion or 2 billion in Venezuela.
Okay. So which is the highest,
Worth currency?
Yeah.
Kuwaiti, the
Okay.
Kuwaiti rial.
Okay. What else you want to share with the audience, like with the viewers?
What I want to say is always be open and say the truth. So what I'm trying to say is you be open with what you want to do in life, and you be open with yourself. People close off not to their parents, not to their friends, but they closed off to themselves. They shield themselves from what they really want to do. So be open to yourself and seek yourself the true education, the true entertainment, everything you need to accomplish your dream.
All right. With that note, winding up, Saluവിൻ്റെ എന്താണ് the viewpoint, my viewpoints on life. അതാണ് ഇത്രയും നേരം നിങ്ങൾ ശ്രമിച്ചത്. ഒരു പക്ഷേ അവൻ പറഞ്ഞ കാര്യങ്ങളിൽ പലതും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എടുക്കാനുണ്ടാവും, കൊള്ളാനുണ്ടാവും, തള്ളാനുണ്ടാവും. എന്തൊക്കെയാണെങ്കിലും ബി ട്രൂത്ത്ഫുൾ ടു യുവർ സെൽഫ്. നിങ്ങൾ സ്വയം സത്യസന്ധരായി ജീവിക്കുക. ഏത് സാഹചര്യങ്ങളിലും നിങ്ങൾ അടിപതറാതെ സത്യം മാത്രം പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ട്, സത്യം മാത്രം മുൻപിൽ നിർത്തിക്കൊണ്ട് ജീവിക്കുക എന്നുള്ള വലിയൊരു സന്ദേശമാണ് ഈ ഒരു ചെറിയ മനുഷ്യൻ നമുക്ക് തന്നിരിക്കുന്നത്. താങ്ക് യു വെരി മച്ച് സല്ലു ഫോർ ബീയിങ് വിത്ത് മീ ആസ്.
Thank you for including me.
താങ്ക് യു. ഇറ്റ് വാസ് നൈസ് ടോക്കിംഗ് ടു യു. ഇനി അടുത്ത ബുധനാഴ്ച 8:30 മണിക്ക് നിങ്ങളോടൊപ്പം നിങ്ങളുടെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട UBL TV ചാനലിൽ വീണ്ടും ഞാൻ വരുന്നതായിരിക്കും. Till then, have a great